Are you debating which strategy is better, if it's an Airbnb or long-term rental? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you which one is better. Are you ready? My name is Bernal, and I'm a real estate investor here in Connecticut. And today we're gonna debate which are the pros and cons for Airbnb, which are the pros and cons for long-term rentals. So I just want to show you in full transparency which business is actually better. And don't forget to like and subscribe this video. It helps a lot. It helps me to reach awesome people just like you. The first category is what is the cost to acquire, what is the cost to manage it, and what is the initial cost to run this business. The cost of acquisition of these two is pretty similar. On Airbnb, you can buy a house with 10 to 15% down, let's say a single family. As a long-term rental, you can buy with 10, 15, 20%. If it's an investment property, if you're planning to run an Airbnb, but you're gonna live in the same house, then you can get an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down, or 5% down, or just 10% down. You can choose from 3.5 to 5 to 10% down. Cost to manage it, it will vary. If you hire a property management company that just do Airbnbs, they typically gonna charge you 15 to 20 to 25% of the gross income of the house. Now, if you hire somebody from a long-term rental, they will charge you 10%, 8%, up to 12%. That's what I've seen. It could be really pricey, but since Airbnb makes more gross profit, these companies, they know, and also it's really hard for these companies to run because they have to take care of the cleaning, maintenance, repairs, and all that. Cost to run it varies because in the Airbnb you have to buy beds, rugs, lamps, and all that. In the long-term rental, you only can put a stove, a fridge, washer and dryer, and then leave the apartment empty so the tenants can put their stuff. As a bonus tip, there's a hybrid method to manage it. And this is something that I do in my business. Basically, I hire 1 or 2 people and they oversee everything in the business. They're in charge of this maintenance calls, they're in charge of the leasing, they're in charge of the cleaning. They are in charge of all the things that involve having an Airbnb or long-term rental. The next category is profit. And in this category, I know Airbnb wins by a mile. And when I say that, Airbnb can be really profitable. Typically it's 2 to 3 times what a long-term rental can profit. But this is something that is really discussed between investors. Airbnb is very seasonal. You're not gonna have bookings the whole year. You're gonna have some high seasons, you're gonna have some low seasons, and you're gonna have seasons that you barely gonna make it even, or you're gonna have seasons that you're gonna make a lot of money. In the long-term rental, it's more predictable because you know how much the tenant is paying every month. You can also have in your long-term rental things like washer and dryers, you can charge for parking, you can charge for other amenities that other people are not offering in your neighborhood, so you can make a little bit of extra cash in the long-term rental. At the end of the year, you have to compare, okay, if I go through like Airbnb and it goes up and down, how much money I'm gonna net every year. And then you can see in the long-term rental how much money you're gonna net. But typically Airbnb wins in this category. The next category, it's what I call recession proof. And when I say recession proof, if we enter a recession, just kidding. We are in one recession, even though the government doesn't want to admit. In this category, you will see that in the recession proof, the long-term rental wins. Why? Because if we hit a recession and people are not spending any money, the first thing that they're gonna cut is traveling. If they don't have to travel, they're not gonna travel, they're gonna stay at home. In the long-term rentals, they need a place to live. In this category, recession proof, the long-term rental wins. After COVID, a lot of people are renting this Airbnb everywhere in the world and they're working from home, what we call digital nomad. In this aspect, Airbnb is profiting a lot for people working from home because people can travel that way. They can know places while they work. They can travel to other countries, other states, and then this way, Airbnb makes it really profitable. As a bonus tip, I want you to look into medium-term rental, and basically these are people that rent their homes for more than 30 days, less than 3 months, and basically they make it really profitable because they can charge more than the long-term rental. It's probably less than the Airbnb, and they can rent it out to traveling nurses, digital nomads, or just family that don't want to stay in a hotel but they need a place to stay for 2 months. In conclusion, these two strategies can be really profitable. but it depends how you run it, and depends where you buy these properties, and it depends of a lot of things. So for example, if you buy Airbnb, a house next to the beach, but then you furnish it with IKEA, I'm not trying to hinder IKEA, but if you furnish it with IKEA, then it's not gonna be as appealing as other Airbnbs. You have to look at your competition. Before you enter any market or any of these strategies, make sure that you're looking your competition. Make sure that you're looking other landlords, what are they doing? Make sure that you're looking other hosts from Airbnbs, what are they doing? How much are they charging? Do your research before you jump into this journey. The last thing I'm gonna say, thank you so much for staying here. Please like and subscribe this video if you think it was helpful. And I just want to reach more awesome people like you.